in groundwater irrigation. And while my background is in natural sciences, I'm here to talk to you and encourage you to consider using social sciences in your research to help the results more readily reflect the real world. So we need to be the why and how to do that. So the why, we're kind of like the blind men and the elephant here if we think about any sort of coupled human natural systems type of issue. So the elephant could be the price of water in California, disparity in urban heat stress and ability to adapt to that heat stress, how to get farmers to adopt conservation practices, you fill in the blank there. And the blind men are, well, us, scientists in different disciplines. And as an ecologist, I can kind of rip on the ecologists and say, we're great at measuring that wall that we think it is. We can tell you what it looks like from outer space. We can model it really well, but it's still a wall. And for me, going into grad school, I wanted to be the kind of scientist that approaches these big questions by dealing with other scientists in other disciplines so that we can more closely see it as an elephant and translate that to policymakers and stakeholders and tell them about the elephant rather than the wall. But I don't know, many of you maybe have had a similar experience where you talk to professors and say, how do I get to be that kind of scientist? And they say, oh, you're so cute, but you have to wait till you have tenure to talk with policymakers or make that kind of impact. But what I'm trying to encourage you to do today is to break that mold, because clearly that model hasn't been working very well, and try to, either as an early career scientist, as a grad student, or as an advisor, allowing your grad student to try this out. So the how. This is what has worked for me. You might do it differently. I mostly wanted to show you this so you could say, oh, well, if she can do that, I can do this other thing that would work for my research. So this is my experimental field, and I want to scale it up to the watershed. But does this one field accurately capture the variability of the whole watershed? Probably not. So what I've chosen to do is focus groups with farmers and ask them about how much lime do they use, how much irrigation do they use, how do they make those decisions in a wet year versus a dry year, and then use those numbers to scale it up to a more real-world scenario. And then you get benefits of that also. You're improving public trust in science, and you also get to see what are the farmers observing, what issues and questions do they have, and that can help you plan the trajectory of your research to be more use-inspired type of research. So grad students, early career scientists, give it a shot. Why not? You can do it if I can do it. And advisors, consider encouraging your student to do this rather than waiting until they have tenure. Thank you.